Yo, yo, yo! Welcome for everybody who has decided that they want to take action in learning how to actually brand their Facebook Live videos and any video really that we're recording or live streaming for YouTube. I dropped a link on my Facebook page the other day with a video test showing just how easy it is to actually have a branded video. And you guys have opted in to come and learn how to do it. So, without further ado, let's jump into it. So, just going to share my screen with everybody. So, I've been looking at various different softwares and I've come across something that's actually free for people to use, and have been trying it out and have found that you can actually do some cool and quirky things with it. So if you're interested, it is a software site called Go Lightstream. And it's this one here. Lightstream is powerful and intuitive live streaming studio in your browser. So if we go into this is the page that you come up with. So basically, you can set it up now if you click on it. Doesn't require any logins. Basically, it will remember you every time you go into the site. So basically, it doesn't matter like what you've been working on in the past. As you'll see, this is opened up to my previous little video that you guys would have watched in order to come and join this training. And this is what your dashboard looks like. So basically, let's just see if we can start a new project. So it's quite self-explanatory. We'll go back. So basically, this is your folder for storing your projects. If you click on new project, this is the dashboard that you come up with. So basically, you can name your project. Just take that back so we can do a workshop tutorial. And I'm going to apologise, I am not a person who's good at spelling. So basically, this is whenever you save your project, this is what the project name will appear in your file. The next thing you want to do is name your stream. So for it going live either on Facebook or YouTube, you can name it there. So we'll just keep it the same, and you can add a description in for people. So take that back. So basically, I am currently wanting to go live on Facebook, but if you click on it, this will bring down a little menu. So you've got various things that you're able to live stream off of. You've got Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, and Beam. Twitch and Beam, I have no idea what they are. So for me, predominantly, I'm using it for Facebook and YouTube. You can choose what resolution you want to go for. So you've got that. I just generally keep it to 720 points and 30 frames per second. So here you can actually, if I wanted to go on YouTube and do it, if you click on it, that will switch your Facebook streaming off automatically for you, and vice versa if you're going back onto Facebook. You choose what you want to go live on. So for me, this has all of the groups that I'm part of. So the 1K per day, that's my personal group, Tintin's Lifestyles. You've got your pages as well if you want to go live, or your own timeline. So really, it's quite good because you can choose where you want to go live if you don't want to go live on your timeline. The other thing is you can actually choose privacy as well. So I know some people don't like necessarily going live on their timeline to the whole of their audience. I know I don't. I like to keep kind of family and friends, close friends, separate from my Facebook world when I'm working online. So you can kind of choose what you want to do. For me, as a test, we'll just keep it only me. So that's your kind of basics for when you're wanting to set that up, and you just click on that and it will take it back up for you. So next things next, you've got your assets. So if you want to click on asset, you've got different media capture and dynamic content that you can add to your Facebook Lives or your YouTube videos. For me, you've got to kind of set up for the webcam. So this might not necessarily work because I'm already streaming via Zoom for this tutorial. But basically what you would do is you would click on webcam, and if you've got a webcam, as you can see here, it's got Lenovo Easy Camera, and you should see your face appear. As I said, mine won't appear because I'm actually currently streaming to you guys from a different platform. You can also invite guests to your project so they can join in if you're doing a joint one. You just copy your invite link, send it on to them, and like Zoom, they can click on it and appear. So basically what you would do is when your camera appears, you would click on that, and that will take it onto your scene for you. Down here, you've got your scenes. You can add different scenes. For me, I just really generally work on one scene because I find it easier. So you can create a whole host. The other thing that you can do is you don't actually necessarily need to have the same size of the full screen of your face, because, you know, let's be honest, sometimes you don't want people just to constantly see your face. So as you've seen in my previous tutorial that I had done as a test, you can resize your camera screen to whatever size you want. For me, I just kind of like to have it, if I always want to put a background in, which I'll show you next. So we'll have that in the center. As it says, it will show that the cameras are disconnected because I am currently doing this with you guys. So once you've clicked on your camera and it appears on the scene, this will appear in your asset box. So basically, it shows up Lenovo Easy Camera. Next thing is if you want to add an image, say for example, to your background. So what we would do is, I've already preloaded, which you would have seen from the Facebook Live I done the other night. So if you click on what you want, and that will drop it onto your desktop. So say for example you want this to be your background, so you can actually maneuver your images so that it doesn't matter if they go off the page, it'll just keep what's in the section for you. So what happens here? Well, we've actually lost our video camera, so you can actually move this back. So it's like it works on a layer side, and from there you have your video camera. So if you want to move anything, just make sure it's a bit like Photoshop or Illustrator, you work on layers. So you just click on the layer that you're actually wanting to move, and you know when that's all thingy when you've got little boxes round. So we've got this. The other thing that you're able to do is you're able to add text in as well. So I find it's quite good. Then we want to move this over here, and I just move it down, double click on it, and you can basically do that. You can choose what color you want to go for. So, you know, we can do like a yellow. I think you actually, yeah, so you don't actually need to highlight some of the text, like some of them show click on text assets again, and we kind of want to just move this down. Yeah, so yeah, you can add in text as well if you want to kind of maybe ask a question. I think quite good if you're doing the video challenge, if you were wanting to put your days in and you're obviously wanting to promote the video matrix, then this is quite good for you guys who have been interested in learning how to jazz up your images. See, my camera I think's a bit weird, I think, so like we could move that over. But yeah, this is basically the build up thing. You have other things if you want to add in a video clip. So for example, I can do one that's later on with this, but for the video matrix, and I'm going to keep using this because this is what has enticed me into learning more about making my videos much more interesting. So they have like an opening clip for the video matrix branding, so you can actually add that in before you actually start like an intro for people. I don't actually have a note of that on this computer, so I can actually kind of do a different tutorial for people, learn them how to add in the video clips. But really I wanted to kind of show the basics of this. So for your images, say, the one thing that I would say about your images is if you've got a logo, you need to make sure that it is a transparent background. So you can actually, which is quite good if you've got stuff filed on Google Drive or Dropbox, you can actually drop it in from there. And really, it's quite easy. So you're just basically clicking on the image that you want and you're opening it up. You'll see that it uploads onto your desktop and then it'll appear in oh, it's appeared straight away in here, but if you were going back in to add an image in, you'll see that obviously this has been used for another project, but anything you upload will go into the same folder as this and it'll be under this project. You've got overlays as well, something that I think is quite good if you're not really sure what you're doing, but I think it's always better to actually play around with it because at the end of the day, that's what learning is all about. So we'll take this out, or we can, yeah, we'll take this out. So this is the basics. So once you've built up your scene, you do have an audio mixer as well, which we'll not really get into. As long as you've got a working mic, that's all they really say. And you would really use audio mixer if you're actually sharing with a client, which will be in my next tutorial. So if you're actually wanting to learn how to do that, then I can send out another link to this. So basically, once you're ready to go live, all you're doing is clicking your go live button and it will prepare it for you. This might not work actually because I'm already live with you guys. But basically, this is what they'll do. They'll bring you into the same area, but you'll have this kind of toolbar at the top. So you can actually click to go live on your Facebook when the wee pop-up comes out. And basically, you're just streaming. Do what you generally do if you're doing Facebook Live, and you can actually invite people into your live whilst you're currently going. You just send out an invite link to them, or you can generate a new link. So basically up here, like Zoom, it shows you if you want to message, you can do instant messaging, and also it will show you your viewers. And basically, once you've done your live, you end stream. and it will tell you when your broadcast has stopped. And from there, move this down, sorry. And from there, that's basically how you jazz up your Facebook Lives. If you were wanting to go onto YouTube, you can do the same. So again, if you just switch that off, YouTube's kind of setup in here is slightly different. So it shows you your little screen at the side. Again, you've got a green room for guests to invite them, and your stream chats show at the side. And again, you would just go live on YouTube. If it decides to load. Don't think this is going to work, but you get the idea. If you can see with your Facebook Live, then it's the same for YouTube, basically. And basically, you just click to go back to your dashboard, and it'll appear in your project folder. You can access these and work on them again and again, because basically they're just they become templates, really. So it's quite good if you're actually wanting to use the same template. And of course, you can delete them when you're finished or you no longer need them. Or yeah, so basically you're creating a portfolio of templates for your Facebook Lives and your YouTubes, which I highly recommend if you're wanting to get your business branding out there. I think it also just highlights that you're a bit more professional, and it makes people more interested if they're seeing different things that you can do with Facebook Lives and live streaming. So the other thing that I would say is if you are, we'll go back onto this and we'll change this to Facebook, which I think is pretty cool actually as well, because you can actually, from this, when you go live, you can actually go and view it in your Facebook page. So if you go onto your phone and go into the web page here, just looking it up, I should have actually done this before. The other thing, when you're looking up Go Lightstream, it actually has a title on your Google Drive of Infinicene, so IFINICENE, I think, but I can drop the link with this. So you get the same setup, if you can see it, when you're logging in. And if you click up Set Up Now, it takes you into your portfolio. And if you click on the workshop tutorial that we just done, This acts as a remote. So if you don't want to click when you're live streaming, you can actually use your phone as the remote, which I think is pretty cool considering when you're constantly talking to people and you're trying to keep focused on the camera and the thing in hand. It's quite good to just have your phone next to you where you can actually click go live. So if you click go live, it'll also show on here, it's showing you that it's preparing and takes you into it. The one thing that I will say, Lightstream may not behave properly because you have multiple tabs open. It's because you're running it off two devices. But for me, I have used this and it does actually work. There isn't really much delays in it. And basically, once you're ready to finish ending the stream, you just hit end stream and it ends for you on your desktop, which I think is pretty cool for people who maybe necessarily don't want to kind of fumble around to get their mouse and so on and so forth. I don't really use a mouse, which is quite good, but for me, I find it easier because I become all fingers and thumbs. So yeah, this is an introduction into Go Lightstream. As I said, a lot of gamers actually use this if they're wanting to do like a live stream for games. So it is pretty good actually. I just find it's actually a really good free software that you're able to use if you want to just jazz up, as I say, jazz up your videos and your YouTube videos as well. So yeah, that is Go Lightstream, and yeah, I'm happy to be able to share this with everybody, and I think it's very good for people, particularly if they're working online for their business, to be able to promote themselves a wee bit more and just make themselves look a wee bit more professional, if you want to do that. But yeah, it's good. So if you have any questions, drop me a message on Facebook or a reply to this if you have any technical troubles. Yeah, I'd be willing to help you out. As I said, guys, I'm learning this program and I want to be able to share with you guys. If you're interested in learning more about Go Lightstream and any other tips and hacks that you can do for Facebook lives or YouTube videos, then please feel free to sign up to my little tutorial program that I'm putting together. If you're interested, shoot me a hell yeah. I am hoping to have this all into a tight niche in the next couple of weeks, but for the people who already expressed interest, I wanted to get this out to you guys, and thanks very much for your interest. So on that note, get learning and play around, because at the end of the day, I always think you're never going to learn anything unless you play around and learn as you go. So yeah, on that note, thanks very much for watching. I apologise for the bit of the roughness with it, but I wanted to get this message out here for everybody, and look forward to seeing you on the other side. See you later.